Well, friends, welcome back. Let's take a look at Ethereum together. So we've been hovering around the same areas as we were yesterday. The chat from the videos isn't actually any different between one and the next from today and yesterday. Now, looking at the 24-hour timeline, you might think that it would be because of this big old day that you had yesterday, but today's one's just seen us straddled between a couple of zones that we've already had marked out here on the charts. The 225 area operating in sort of our upward side resistance, and the 221, 220 area as the downside. That's the day's range so far, and that's basically what we need to see break either side of that in order to have continuation with potentially a continuation with a downward trend here, or indeed go back up into this area and continue what could potentially have just been a Wyckoff distribution top, or indeed continue the overall upward trend that we've had on the charts since back here in March. Looking at the oscillators down below, there's nothing showing us in terms of the daily time frame, at least any divergence or anything between these lows and the most recent lows. They're just lower down here, and indeed on DMI higher, like I explained in the videos yesterday. If we go down towards the lower time frames, do we see anything jumping out at us? How about here on the 4-hour one? Well, no, they're actually still just the same. What about the 1-hour time frame? Is there any divergence or anything there? No, we came down, we touched this, we touched it, we claimed it, we saved it. This line here, that's what it is. That's what it is that put that song in my head. Anyway, we touched it, we claimed it. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, watch the Bitcoin video. You can see me talk about that Sunshine on Leith song. It's good stuff. I like it a lot. That's it. I mean, that's it. That's what we're looking at for today. You can check out yesterday's video as well if you want more information. But essentially, until such times as you see us going up towards 230, nothing's really changed, and we're still part of a downward trend. If we do go down below the 215 area, then you've got this 236 Fibonacci retracement area coming in here, and that's obviously significant. We'd be retesting off this pink line again as well as part of that process. If we do go down below that, then I'd say targets down there towards that 189, 179, or 185, 175. 195, 185, 175 would be the three areas to look to following on from that. Absolutely, if we do, bearing in mind, of course, that 200 would be a significant area along the way, just with it being a round number as well, and of course a significant area in the past. Although we've seen as 200 itself, when you look to it, while there has been a lot of action in and around that level, it's very rarely it's actually stops and reverses right on that 200 number itself. So instead maybe I'd be looking down to the things that we mentioned in yesterday's video, like 198 I believe was one of the things we talked about, was it not? Anyway, yeah, that's going to do for today's video. I mean, that's 2.5 minutes in and I've already covered everything that I want to cover, so maybe I should put another song on this one. All of them are going to get copyright claims today if I do that, but I just wanted to share the Sunshine on Leith with people. Maybe I should just do that again, stick it on again for this one. Yeah, screw it. So I don't know how many people are going to actually unsubscribe from the channel watching this sort of content, but Sunshine on Leith. It's a really good song that people in Scotland like. I'll put on the studio version this time, and so you can hear it. Why not? Let's look at the charts again. Yeah, so is there anything I can just kind of flick around, and we'll have this up in the background. This will be, it'll add 5 minutes onto the length of this video, and that'll be pretty much it. There's a cool wee face there. Hey pal. Sorrow, my heart was broken. My heart was broken. 1 hour time frame, we're just above this purple line here. We're actually right in there at the 21 EMA. You touched it, you saved it, you touched it. I touched it. My tears are drying. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My tears are drying. My tears are drying. Your beauty and kindness. Below the 55 EMA here. My blindness. Why all I'm worth. My room on this earth. I will be are we breaking it or faking it? You know, really, or have we already done what's needed to be done? I wonder. It certainly is a downward trend so far, you know, and there isn't the bullish divergence to say that it's going to just reverse at any point in a minute. So could it have been that we're actually in a descending triangle? We have made it back into this, above this purple line just about. And, you know, will we be asking this question over the next wee while? Especially if we come up and put in a higher low, or lower high in about that 938 or 238 level. Then we'd be asking that question, is this just simply a part of a descending triangle? And it would be a serious question at that point. So what you really want to see happen is for the prices to actually manage to make their way above 245.
My heart was broken. My heart was broken. Sorrow,
sorrow, sorrow, sorrow.
My heart was broken.
I don't know, maybe you don't agree, but I think it's a lovely song. Looking down the way here, we're just in a big old downward trend, and we have been since 24th June 2019, and this recent price action has not impressed us.
While I'm worth my room on this earth,
I can't sing. I don't give a shit.
With you. While the chief
Put sunshine
on leaf, I'll thank him.
Although overall, you know, looking at the weekly time frame with the highest and lows, if this turns out to be a low, we move back up above 248 and 250, then it would be quite positive. We could be looking towards 280 and stuff like that. Could be looking up towards there. If we get above this 280 area, obviously, then things would very much turn it around, the macro trend, potentially. And I want to throw a caveat out there and remind people, of course, that this high here looked like it was doing just that when it failed to get higher than that one. So, you know, currently, if we do get higher than this one, then immediately you're looking towards the $3, $308 area, $310 to see can we get up above this previous highs over here. Bear in mind, there was a month here of price action where it continually found its sort of body closes during that month of the weeks up there in that area. So something to bear in mind. And that is the song done. Okay, yeah, we covered more than we needed to. Everything was said in the first few minutes anyway, and I just, well, you know, it was nice. Look towards the things like, let me just tell these guys to stop because they'll start playing something else. Look towards things like, of course, you know, the EMAs here and the low time frames. If you're going to be doing this sort of crazy trading in the low time frames, you know, such as in here the 21 and that 223, which were obviously actually 223 and, you know, 80 cents, and we're currently just below that, but we're trying in around these areas. You know, is this going to be a low with a higher low with a higher low and whatnot as part of this potential for an uptrend, or is this actually a high with a lower high with a lower high as part of this, as part of a downtrend? You know, you really start getting into the sort of the splitting hairs territory whenever you're looking down towards the 1 hour, which is why I tend to stay in the 4 hour at least. I'll actually just keep going with this thing till the last 10 minutes. I doubt that anybody will watch the full 10 minutes, but here you are. You know, you could be looking at this here and saying that it's bearishly convergent. You know, it's just lows upon lows. Looking towards the yeah, you know, I mean, it's like there's a temptation here to say that stochastics are bullishly divergent and that we've got this move up here past the middle line and whatnot. You know, and you can on the 24-hour timeline, you can the 4 hour timeline. Sorry, you can say maybe we're in here testing in the median line. I like to have a median line on this thing. So just stick one in. It's impossible to get 50 bang on, by the way. It's impossible. So just go for whatever you can get. And, we're straddling that at the minute. Are we going to overtake it or not in general? That's the question to be asked. Well, we've made it up to a 10-minute long video, and that's good enough. Not that I'll be able to monetize this thing off the back of the copyright claims that will undoubtedly be coming in. I just wonder if those guys that used to live above my Mammy and Daddy's cafe, whether or not they would actually put one in against me. But it's not up to them. It's up to the record companies. Looking at the 2-day time frame, by the way, we've just had the sort of the 2-day golden cross. But bearing in mind the volatility that comes along with these things, people don't really tend to not look towards 2 days for the golden crosses and stuff like that. Death cross here, the prices went down a bit afterwards. Where was the last one? Well, there's only been one cross prior to this, and it was a death cross, and then obviously it got undone in the big time over this parabolic trend towards the upside back then when that happened. So I wonder, will we see some downward price action at all? And if we did, at that 200 level, we'd be coming off and hitting that 50 and potentially this sort of 200 as well, depending on how things go in this, hey, are we breaking out or faking out zone that we'd have to be aware of. But yeah, that's going to do. 11 minutes, 11 and a half when you include the intro. That's all good. Nice one. Cheers for much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next episode. Hope you hit that subscribe button. I'm going on to make Chainlink and Tezos and then publish these things, even though I'm a state and I'm so tired today. Like, I'm obviously I'm like I'm just like an idiot because I'm so tired. Right, catch you later.